Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Tiffy Starchild and I've been gone for like a month, which was something I was really trying to avoid. When I first started the channel, I had this vision of my head of being able to constantly produce videos, but it's hard, and you know, life got in the way. My schedule changed constantly, my responsibilities elsewhere increased, and there have been different reasons why I've had to take a break from uploading videos, but I wanted to stay consistent. I was getting into a good groove, and I think the last video that I posted was right after my birthday, and then I've been kind of silent. So before I uploaded anything else, and there have been videos that I've absolutely filmed and was in the process of editing, I decided, I was like, oh, that's just kind of weird to disappear like that and just pop back in like nothing happened, when I really love the community that we're building and I really love interacting with you. So I wanted to make sure that I touched base, updated y'all with what was happening in my life before uploading the next video. I will say though that since I've fallen behind with videos that I've wanted to do, I'm still gonna do them. It's just not gonna drop on the day something was released like I had originally planned, which is fine. So you're gonna get old tea, you're gonna get old news, old reviews for movies, and old trailers that have dropped. But I still want to share all that good stuff with you. So right after my birthday, which was last February 25th, I got really sick out of nowhere, and I don't typically get sick, and then my computer just completely giving out on me, and I have taken it back to the Apple Store again because I work with like a little MacBook, and it's on its last leg. It's holding on for dear life, but dealing with a computer that's not acting the way that it's supposed to. And then I've been in a really long process to get hired at a new job, and it's a job that I really want. I can't really talk about it, but I did end up getting that position, which is amazing. And that is really significant in my life because I've worked full-time jobs for the past however many years, you know, for a while. And since I left Disneyland, I've actually had a really difficult time in the workplace. I left Disneyland in 2013, so 6 years ago. It'll be 6 years in July. And not only was no place, like no pun intended, as magical as Disneyland, just because it's impossible, they can't be, and that was like the perfect job for me, but Disneyland has its faults. But as an employer, there were a lot of things that they did right, and I had a really hard time finding something like that living in LA. And so working full-time and getting promoted and getting better positions, which also meant that I couldn't do anything creative-wise. I also found that there was a lot that I put up with on those jobs that was definitely illegal, definitely disrespectful. It's been hard working. And then for most of these jobs, even working full-time, I've always had employers that kind of wiggled their way around giving benefits and you know, accruing time off correctly, and just things that you're supposed to get when you're working, which was hard for me also because I give a lot to the jobs that I have. I'm gonna give my all, which is why also it made it hard to do creative things because I threw myself into these jobs. So I'm very happy. I'm just grateful every morning that I wake up, having gone through this, I think, 5-week process to get hired at this job, and finally getting hired. It's very life-changing. I haven't had benefits like this in a very long time, like just health, vision, dental, all of those adult things, and you know, that they tell you that you're gonna need, and then you get there and you're like, oh no, like y'all were serious, you meant that, like I need that, okay, yeah, all right, cool. It just really feels like a new chapter in my life, and it just is really amazing. So I'm great as far as where I am as far as that goes. The one thing, and I don't even want to call it a complaint, it's just something that I want to be mindful of as I move forward in this direction, is that my biggest fear when it comes to living as a creative and making content and being an artist and things like that is not having the time to pursue that. Like, it's always been, like I've mentioned before, a balance of living and working and paying my bills and being a responsible adult, and then feeding that creative side of me and all of the things that I want to do. When I do stage shows and musicals, when I attend conventions and cosplay, even going to Disneyland, like all of those are as important to me as the practical side. And, you know, both of them are vital to my well-being. I need them both. And as I mentioned before, living in LA, it was very hard to find that balance between working and doing the responsible thing and then making time for art. I always sacrificed art, always sacrificed the creative stuff. The only bummer so far is that I've already missed about 4 creative opportunities that I've had to turn down because of the job. 2 modeling jobs, which was crazy because I have started to model more, which was something I put out to the universe, like, hey, I was doing this, I want to get back into it. And then like the jobs started coming. I've had to turn down 2 jobs that have come my way. And one of them was for a brand that I've wanted to work for, and they were shooting in Disneyland. So WonderCon, that's coming up next weekend, that I've been looking forward to since last year. I'm actually not really sure the last time I've missed a WonderCon. I can't go. And while I'm okay doing the adult thing, there is part of me that's just like, cool. And then my mentor just asked me if I was available to do a show later on this year, and I had to say no. I don't know if I'm available. I have no idea how my schedule is going to allow me to move, if I can do rehearsals right now, if I can commit to a show. I'm sure that I will be able to down the line. But you know, once you get in, I feel that it's personally just wiser once you start in on a job to be available, to make the job the priority. And then once you have some time there, at least once you get past the probationary period, then you can start making requests and giving, you know, and asking for wiggle room in the schedule. I'll give them some concrete conflicts if I have them, but when I start at a new job, I just try to make myself available and be a team player, be there for the shifts, and not make too many waves. To me, it's a bummer because it's like, man, I finally have all of this stability in my life. Things are different than they were a year ago. Life's going in a new direction, but still some of the same challenges where I'm sacrificing the creative things. At the same time, life is so much different than it was when I was in LA. Like, y'all, I was such a different person. LA had me depressed and stressed and in abusive situations. It was terrible. LA was terrible for me. It just was. So things are very different now than they were then, and just the trajectory of my life, of my situation, of the circumstances are much better. They're much different. So I'm holding on to that. I'm not going to let it affect me too much. And this job allows me to feed that creative side. And hopefully there are other ways that I can do creative things. I can still connect with my community through YouTube, through Instagram. I can live vicariously through everyone at the conventions for now. And I can even hold off on cosplay if that's what it means for this moment. Because I just think that building a strong foundation is right now what's important to me. Even though with my last job, I worked remotely, so I worked from home, so I had more flexibility in my schedule. In a lot of ways, it made it kind of difficult. There was no separation between work being at home and my studio being at home and just everything being in one little space. Like, that was depressing for a different reason. I never went outside. So I think, and I already feel differently, I love having a job that has me outside. I love being able to interact with people every day. I love that having a set schedule, kind of that someone else sets for me right now, forces me to prioritize my time differently when I do have my own time. And I get more done that way. Like, when I have more time to be idle, I find ways to fill that time with idleness and not productivity. And it's nice to switch gears and say, okay, well, I only have, you know, this set amount of time and these days off to get some things done. So what's most important to get up? What's most important to share? And so that's where what I'm feeling right now as far as moving forward and how I'm going to balance building a solid job situation here and my creative side as well. But I feel very hopeful about it. So I'm drinking pineapple juice out of my Thanos mug. I got it from the Disney store. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to give a quick little update on what was going on with me, and that way I wasn't just on here talking about nerd stuff or movie reviews or Disney, but actually had a chance to connect with y'all, since you guys do check in with me, you do ask. I do like the relationship that we're building. I am getting ready for the 5K giveaway because I finally hit 5,000 followers on Instagram, which felt impossible for so long. Like, I was shadow banned. I never knew why. It felt like I would never be able to grow my numbers, and fighting the Instagram algorithm. I know for some other, Instagram creators, they have hundreds of thousands and stuff, but I rock with this little community that we're building, and I love y'all so much. So I'm very excited for this giveaway. My niece has begged me to stop adding stuff to the giveaway, but I'm like, no, it's dope to give people a whole lot of options. So is anything within reach for me to grab? I feel like if you watch my videos, maybe you should get like a sneak peek of what I have going on, and then the Instagram folks that don't be over here on the YouTube side, they could just find out with everyone else. I'm gonna give y'all a hold on, let me just. Okay, so we relocated to the floor. I'm not sure how I'm going to display this for the pictures I'll be taking for the actual post on Instagram, but I need to figure it out pretty soon because this is going live tomorrow. And these are the items that I'm giving away. I just really wanted to do something that represented me as a nerd and things that I love. And I wanted to give away a lot of stuff just because I really, truly love y'all. So I'm excited about hitting 5K. I appreciate anyone and everyone that stuck with me during this journey. And I wanted to show my thanks. So these are from one of my favorite artists, and these aren't stickers, it's a print, and this one is a Disney Afternoon print. This is for Small World, Snow White's Grotto in Disneyland, and then the Centaurettes from Fantasia as mermaids. That's just a sticker from my shop. Everyone gets one of those. This is a bow tie from my shop and one of my favorite prints, but winners will get their choices, and also some sparkly Bobos, which I really, really love because they remind me of my childhood, but then they're just like super incredibly extra, and I love making them. I love selling them. A coloring book because hell yeah. Some stickers of Rilakkuma and these awesome gems just because they're pastel and amazing. A snack pack from Disneyland because you guys know how I feel about Disney snacks. And this Spaceship Earth Mickey cup. And a Sailor Chibi Moon pop figure. And the first 3 volumes of the Sailor Moon manga. Ugh. So much stuff. And I think that all of this is going to one person. So there will be 2nd and 3rd place winners that will get some of the things pictured here, but all of this is going to go to one person. Yes, that's why my niece has begged me to stop adding things to this giveaway. I can't. So yeah, all of that stuff for the giveaway, and I'm really excited. It's very easy to enter. All of the rules will be on my Instagram. It's not a contest that I'm bringing over to YouTube. YouTube will have its own giveaways, but if you would like to enter, just follow my Instagram at TiffyStarChild, and that way you will have access to all of this cool stuff and also my daily content as well. I really appreciate you guys watching this catch-up video. I'm gonna do my best to not disappear for a long period of time like that. And just as a fair warning, some of the stuff I'm getting ready to upload is from a couple weeks ago. So forgive the time jumps that we might do, but I really want to catch up and get these videos shared with y'all. I hope that you have a beautiful day. Please like this video, comment below, let me know how you've been, and I will see you next time.